to the Albert and Billy show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 ValleyTV, and also on YouTube. Always got to throw that in, or Papa will remind me. You can check out every episode.
One of these days, I'm going to be able to spell YouTube.
I hope so. I'm going to show you YouTube.
And I'm going to be able, reckon I'll ever have one?
Yes. I'm going to make sure that happens. I'm going to start making you learn it.
It's a little tube and you hold it in the shape of a U.
That's what we'll pretend like. Well, it's going to be another hot one, Papa.
Yes.
And I'm getting ready to go to Biloxi.
It'll be hotter.
I'm going to be really hot.
It'll be hotter.
Oh, yeah. After the show, leaving for Biloxi.
Can you spell
days. That's a tough one. Is it Biloxi?
I always spell that T-H-A-T.
Oh, shoot. That dang trick question. But I'll be Mississippi bound there after a while, Papa.
Going through Mississippi, you see a lot of moss hanging on the trees. That was 100 years ago when we went to Florida.
Yeah.
But the route we took, you saw a lot of moss hanging on the trees.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it, the Magnolia State? Isn't that Mississippi?
Louisiana might be the only.
Isn't Mississippi the Magnolia State? I'll have our producer look that up.
I don't remember which one it is.
I think it is. I don't even know now, but
well, I bet you
there is a Magnolia State. There is a Magnolia State.
You might go through it. You just go out of Tennessee into Mississippi, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I'll be close to Louisiana.
Yeah. You'll be close to Louisiana.
I'll be real close to Louisiana. Have you ever been to Louisiana?
Oh, yeah. We like the food down there.
The Cajun food, right?
Yes. We went to Natchez, Mississippi.
We'll be close. Oh, really?
And came back up the Natchez Trace.
Okay. Ain't Biloxi like really close to the Louisiana line?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Might have to go in Louisiana and get some Cajun food.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Yeah. I like Cajun food. We got some big events here at home this weekend to tell y'all about. Of course, tomorrow is the big cruise in, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
The Pikeville Farmers Market will be open from 4 to 7 tomorrow, folks. It'll be in the afternoon and nighttime to combine the events of the cruise in. And then there's 2 concerts as well.
2 concerts?
Yeah, True Grit and the Sullivan Band will be performing on the Main Street stage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They'll all be performing on the Main Street stage.
Bobby Sullivan. I used to buy produce from his daddy or granddaddy.
Yeah.
100 years ago. Worley Sullivan was his name.
Worley Sullivan. I'll put this mic in the middle so Papa will be heard on the radio.
And is my voice real weak?
There you go.
My voice real weak.
When you don't talk into that mic, it is, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a little secret. Whether my voice is or not, my body is weak. Feels like I'm an old man.
Well, we'll take this time to honor Miss Patricia, if you want to.
That's nice of you.
Yeah. Papa's lady friend, as he called her, passed away. Miss Patricia Nell passed away Sunday. So, want to honor Miss Patricia Nell. It was a joy to get to know her, and she will be missed for sure.
You better believe it.
And you're going to be preaching her service. So,
my name is listed.
Yeah.
So I'd better do it.
I think you better do it. she would like that. You know what?
She might not like everything I'm going to say about her.
But we got some more announcements as well. You can start your weekend off, folks, tomorrow with the Big Country Breakfast at the Rescue Squad. That'll be from 6 to 10 a.m. with sausage, country ham, fried bologna, bacon, scrambled eggs, hash browns, biscuits and gravy, and a drink. $6 a plate. All proceeds go to the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad. And also, the Luminary Frostbite Volunteer Fire Department is hosting a pulled pork barbecue. This is also at the Rescue Squad. This is going to be on Sunday, June 2nd, though, from 1 to 5 p.m. Barbecue plates with sides and a drink, $8 a piece. Proceeds benefit the fire department.
Where is this one now?
Both of them are going to be at the Rescue Squad.
Oh, okay.
Luminary is just hosting it, but they're hosting it at the Bledsoe County Rescue Squad.
You know why all these breakfasts serve country ham?
Why?
It's because in the average household in Bledsoe County, people don't have country ham anymore.
Right.
And so the wife goes to the store and she buys bacon or sausage. Mm-hmm. She doesn't buy that old salted country ham. So when the men get to go to these breakfasts, they cabbage on that country ham, buddy.
That's true. Well, it is trivia time, Papa.
Oh, let me tell you, I looked this over. If you get in these right, you'll do well.
Oh, great.
I can't help it because of the way they turn out.
Oh, that means they're going to be hard.
But now listen. What is a pot top? In the kitchen.
A lid.
A lid. That wasn't
What
hard,
is it?
was it?
Pop top?
A pot top.
A lid.
Oh, a pot
lid.
top. Okay. A
I
lid.
said in the kitchen.
Okay.
But now listen to this one. Fled to wed. What did you do?
You eloped.
You eloped.
Yeah.
That's what Carolyn and I did on the 10th day of May, 1953. Okay. What are blue jeans made of?
Denim.
Denim. So you're doing well. You're doing well. I thought these would be so hard. Moolah,
They will be now.
moolah,
Morning.
Apache style or Cherokee style or Cheyenne. Moolah. What's the name for it in Indian lore? In Indian lingo.
Lifeline.
What does the Indians call their money?
Cherokee money? I don't know.
Wampum.
Wampum.
Wampum. W-A-M-P-U-M. Wampum.
Oh, what is it?
That's their money.
I never got that.
I didn't think you would.
Wampum. Wampum.
Well, you're not an Indian.
I need to know that.
Prized statuette. A prized statuette that some people really want to get once a year.
An award?
It's an award. It's a statuette.
Trophy.
Like a
Where is it? What is it called?
Oscar.
Grammy.
Oscars.
Oh.
Hi.
What a clue.
When you go down to your mother's, there's a little high chair over in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
That belonged to Carolyn's grandmother, I think.
Oh.
But what is high chair wear?
It's for babies.
What is it that a baby wears in a
Diapers.
high chair? Okay, diapers one thing.
Bib.
A bib. Very
Oh.
good, Billy. Very good. A 9-digit ID.
Social Security.
Social Security card.
Oh.
9 digits. What's yours?
Trick question. Yeah, I'm going to say it on radio and TV.
Hey, you're smart. I would have blurted it out and said mine. I'd be so proud of the fact that I knew it. Move like a butterfly, but not Ali. Watch a butterfly in the air. How do you describe the flight of a butterfly? Move like a butterfly.
Smooth, fast.
It's fast, but there's a word.
It's not Muhammad Ali.
Well, he says, what did he say? Move like a butterfly, sting
like a bee.
You can't touch me or something. But a butterfly, we were fishing in the middle of Waspar Lake one time. And a monarch butterfly came flitting. Mm-hmm. They flit.
Oh, flit. Okay.
They'll just go zing, 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 zing. And he landed on my bottom lip. Landed on my bottom.
Monarchs are the big pretty ones, right?
Yes, they're the ones that hibernate every year.
Okay.
Okay. Gather leaves. How do you gather
You rake
leaves?
them.
You rake them. Whoa, buddy, you rake them.
Yeah, that's.
I was driving across the mountain one day to Dayton, and it was spring of the year, and the trees were full of leaves. And I said to Carolyn, would you like to have a job raking all these when they fall?
No.
Mr. Turner of TV. Ted Turner. These are easier than I thought.
Some. Oh.
The canyon effect, or the cave effect. What effect do you get in a canyon, or on a high mountain, or in a cave? What's it called?
Lack of oxygen.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Sound-wise.
Echo.
Echo.
Oh, yeah.
You go up into the Alps, you're supposed to be able to hear your word right back.
Really?
Chinese taxi.
A Chinese taxi.
You ever been
Lifeline.
to China?
No.
I never have either. But I know the name of their taxi.
A Chinese taxi.
It's not motorized.
Cart.
A ferry.
What do you call the thing that they put you in to take you where you want to go?
A bus.
No,
A boat.
a rickshaw
Oh.
pulled by a man.
Did say.
Oh.
Little old wagon. Rickshaw. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Pass as time. What do you say about time that has passed? It has,
Went by.
well, it went by, but
Come
there's
and gone.
come and gone. It's one word.
Over.
You watch it. It's over. Time elapses.
Escapes.
Time elapses.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch the ball game last night?
I did not.
Well, I'm not going to tell you who won then.
Well, I'm figuring Golden State.
Figured wrong.
They got beat. Oh,
9
wow.
points.
Wow. So Toronto. Wow.
I believe it's 9 points.
Might end up being a good series then.
Well, of course, they're in Toronto.
Are we on sports now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm through with the trivia.
And
so
that's good, but how am I supposed to know that unless you tell me?
that was not part of it, but I just asked.
Oh, by the way.
He was trying to be smooth and slide into sports, and Billy was like, but wait.
I didn't know what was going on.
Well, sports
Okay,
of all
okay.
sorts.
Okay, we're on sports.
But
So Toronto is up 1-0.
right. But the first thing I want to talk about was the Indianapolis 500 on Memorial Day.
Oh, okay.
The Speedway.
The Indy 500.
We spent the night there in Indianapolis one time.
Did you?
Yeah. Anyway, there were 36 entrants in this 500 miles race, 200 laps. Is how many laps you go around that speed, that course. And the man that won the race, he worked for Tom Penske. The team is called Penske, P-E-N-S-K-E. You see trucks with that name on them.
Okay.
But they're the one that's sponsoring this car. And Simon Pagenaud was the driver. He won not by a second, not by half a second, not by a quarter of a second. Just barely a fifth of a second. Declared him the winner. 0.2086 seconds. That was the
That
difference.
might be the closest one in history.
I don't know how one can be much closer.
No.
But he led, out of the 200 laps, he led 116 of the laps.
Okay.
So he should have won.
Yeah, he deserved to win.
But anyway, that's tremendous.
Yeah.
In golf, last weekend, the Charles Schwab tournament was held in Fort Worth, Texas. And it concluded Sunday. The winner was a Korean, Kevin Na. He won $1,314,000.
A lot of money.
Jack Nicklaus sponsored tournament got underway yesterday. And Tiger Woods shot a 70. That's even. No, let's see. That might be 2 under par. But anyway, he's 6 shots behind. So there's other golfers that are. Spieth, I think, was the number one.
Oh, really?
But anyway, that'll be a larger purse than this one.
I bet.
Now in tennis,
Shoot, yeah.
what about the French Open? You sure they are up to
The
date
French
on that?
Open going on, yeah.
Okay, who has already won?
Federer and
Federer's
Nadal.
already, and then yesterday,
Djokovic
No.
and Serena.
Serena won.
Yeah,
Venus is out already.
I know. She went out first round.
First round.
She's never been very good on clay, though. It's just not her
But those
surface.
3 men, Federer and Nadal and Djokovic, they have won 52 Grand Slam titles between the 3 of them.
I know, that's insane.
Federer's 37. Djokovic is 32. And Nadal is 33.
Yeah,
So they're still playable, all of them.
I know, and they may be the 3 greatest of all time.
I'm sure before they're through, they'll have more tournament records than
They will. So it's tough for the other guys playing right now because they're playing against 3 of the best of all time.
Osaka won in the women, and
Yeah. She struggled though.
she did. She lost a set, and Halep, she won. So
Simona Halep. She's the defending champ.
she's the
Yeah.
champion.
So that's good.
Softball. Our Lady Vols pushed Florida into a 3rd game on Sunday, and that helped them to get into the College World Series. No, it didn't. Florida won in the bottom.
I know.
Let's see what you said. Florida
come
won
so
in the bottom of
close.
the- They went into overtime, and Florida won in the bottom of the 8th. But you know,
Are they ever going to get over the hump and win a softball
the
tournament?
game we won.
Championship.
The game we won was a bases loaded walk.
I know.
That was not they gave it to us.
Yeah. But it's like every year, it's like the Lady Vols come so close in softball, but they never quite pull it off.
We're lacking a
Something.
key somewhere.
Yeah. It's every year.
Seems like our pitching is always pretty good. But we lack a key hit here and there. But you
Seems
know, in
like it.
softball, you see a lot of 1-0, 2-0 games.
Yeah, you do.
That means that pitcher is on the money.
Yeah. But Florida's really good.
Did you ever play fast pitch softball?
Not softball, no.
When I was active, when I was very young, we had a softball league back then, and it was softball slow pitch.
Yeah.
And so it's lobbed up there, saying, hit
Oh,
me,
yeah.
buddy, hit me.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Warden got up a team one night to play a fast pitch team in Dunlap. And he asked me if I'd go and play, because I played first base. And I said, well, yeah, I'll go with you. So I went down there, and first time I came up to bat, I'd watched that pitcher pitch, and I thought, well, ain't no way I can see that ball. But you know what I did? First thing I walked up there, I got hit, so I got on base.
Oh, really? That probably hurt.
Yeah. I never could figure out why Mr. Wharton asked me to play with him. In baseball.
How's your Dodgers doing?
Well, my Dodgers are healthy, wealthy, and wise. They are
Okay.
8 games ahead.
Oh, yeah, they're doing good then.
The Braves are 3 games behind in second place still.
Well, the Braves are having a better year then than they've been having.
In second place.
Who's ahead of them? Do we know?
I don't even pay attention.
Who won who's the defending champs? The Astros?
I don't even know.
Or did Boston win it last year? Didn't the Dodgers get beat last year in the World Series?
Dodgers got beat, but I don't know.
I can't remember who beat them now. The Astros either did last. Yeah, Houston Astros.
Okay. Vanderbilt won the SEC tournament in baseball.
Did they?
They beat Ole Miss 11-10. They got to go to the World Series. But you know, the NCAA has invited Tennessee to participate in the tournament.
Our baseball team? Are we that good?
Well, I don't understand why.
I don't either. I thought we were terrible.
Well, we got an invitation to go. We got it on Tuesday, the 28th.
Well,
And
at least they made it, I guess.
Bill Buckner died. Bill Buckner was noted most famously back in 1986 in a World Series game playing for Boston. He got a little ground ball to first base, and he just bent down to get it, and right under his hands and right through his legs. And that's what he's remembered for more than anything.
Oh, really?
And that's sad.
Yeah, that is.
I read an article in the Chattanooga paper when he died, and this writer said that's not what we should remember him for, but it is what he is remembered for.
Really?
Yeah. Making a bad play. Making a bad play.
And he probably made all kinds of good plays that he should be remembered for.
He was a good ball player. Good ball player. Well, the NBA playoffs. You said that you didn't. You said you thought Golden State would win it, though, didn't you?
I did think so, yeah. But maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think that Stephen had an off night. It seemed like the balls didn't fall in there just with the regularity that they usually do. But some of the other men seemingly took up the slack, but it was a nip and tuck ball game. But the final score was I thought I wrote it down, 119 to something.
110.
119 to 108 or 109, I forget now.
Wow.
That might have been 110, I believe that's right.
So is that Toronto, though?
It's at Toronto. The thing about it is, on television, two television announcers were analyzing the game before it started. This one man said, if Toronto wins the first game, they'll win the series.
Really?
But he said if they lose the first game, it'd be Katie bar the door. But anyway.
I look at it as they have a chance now, but it don't mean they'll win it.
Well, I don't.
But I agree, if they'd have lost the first game, they'd have been in a heap full of trouble. Yeah.
Because you're at home.
I know it.
You don't want to lose at home.
Especially to Golden State.
Golden State is.
They're a well-oiled machine.
I don't see the talent on Toronto that I see on Portland.
I know.
On
Golden State, they're loaded.
Okay, football. I got two things to tell you about. Bart Starr died this week. Bart Starr was quarterback for Alabama back when he was in college. And he went on to play
Green Bay
Packers, and he was an all-star.
Yeah.
His name was Bart Starr, but he was an all-star.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, I got to see him play.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay.
He wins some championships.
Atlanta, Alabama won them ever since I was born.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Tennessee in football is going to play UTC this September the 14th at Knoxville.
Oh, cool.
The series dates back to the early 1900s. UTC beat Tennessee in 1905. I didn't know about that. But I was there when they beat Tennessee in 1958. You asked me
That's
what
probably
year.
the last time, isn't it?
Yeah. They played them once since 2014, but Tennessee beat them. But they're going to play again, and it's going to be a swamp series.
Oh, really?
So anyway, that's going to be
Gabe Boring will get to play in those games.
September the
Let's go.
14th. Then Tennessee's schedule was released this morning. We start off with Georgia State. That's our first game on August the 31st.
Needs to be an easy one.
And then we'll play
BYU.
BYU on September the 7th. I didn't know we were going to play them.
We never play them, but that's okay.
I don't think we've ever played them. Don't they have usually a pass-oriented offense? We better have a good defense.
Yeah, I mean, that could be a tricky one there.
Well, that's it for sports.
Well, all right. Coming up after the break, it'll be time for some good old Albertology. That's coming up next here on the Albert and Billy Show. Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT and Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. Get this microphone settled here. I want to thank our sponsors, Scotty's, Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance. Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie. I see Susan walking Sadie every morning. Don't you?
I see them pretty regularly going to the post office.
Oh yeah, Sadie's my buddy. And then the Loom, right next to us here on Cumberland Avenue. Go see Miss Judy Yates at the Loom. She's got alterations, fabric, quilting, quilts, flowers, you name it. Farmhouse Cafe right behind us here at WUAT. Good food there. I eat there a lot, Papa. Good place to eat, folks. And also Subway on the bypass. Get their chicken rotisserie.
You eat there. I bet you don't cook much, do you?
No. Their chicken rotisserie is something you need to try.
I have. I've tried it.
Okay. I like it.
Good.
And thank you to Emma Boynton and Michael Walker and Lisa Wheeler also. And Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massingale and his friendly staff for all your home, auto, and life insurance needs. And it's your favorite time, Papa.
Are you ready?
Albertology.
All right. I have some wise sayings.
Okay.
Not necessarily that I said, that I dreamed up, but I have gleaned these from being at school.
Okay.
And really now, boss, I want you to know I got these on my lunch break.
Okay.
Okay, determine what is right, not who is right.
That's a
That's
good
wise.
one.
It's hard to beat someone who never gives up.
Yeah.
Words travel fast, so think before you speak. Attitudes are contagious. Are yours worth catching?
Ooh.
The most important thing you can give someone is a chance.
Yes.
Some of them want a second chance and a third chance.
Yeah.
Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference.
It is.
Attitude.
It is.
If you think you can hit the ball, you're more apt to hit it than if you walk up there thinking you're going to strike out.
Yeah.
Attitude.
Yeah, you got to think you're going to hit it.
Self-control is knowing you can but deciding you won't. Just because
Yes.
you'll never regret doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You'll never forget.
Never regret it either.
Never regret. Shakespeare, and I'll have some of his phrases here after a while, he wrote 38 plays, and he did not live to be an old man. He wrote 38 plays and 134 sonnets,
Gosh.
in addition to all those phrases that
He come up
he
with.
came up with. If you realize you have enough, then you are really, truly rich.
Yeah.
If you realize I've got enough, that's one. I
That's
never
true.
have got there. I never got to where I thought I had half enough. And I saw this on a kid's shirt at school a couple of weeks ago. Keep calm and call Batman. I like that. Smile. Happy looks good on you.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Yeah.
I said they were wise sayings.
They are.
Love more and complain less.
Yeah, we all need to do that.
And finally, give your life to God. He can do more with it than you can.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right. Now then, this summer, beginning tomorrow, begins the time when people fly to go on vacations. Some even start a little bit early. But June, July, and August, 257 million passengers will board a plane to fly to a destination somewhere on vacation,
Gosh.
or to visit family while they're off from school, and things like that.
Yeah.
But can you imagine that's 2.8 million per day?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's hard to believe. That's a lot.
The airport in Atlanta says if you're planning on flying within the continental United States, beat the airport 2 hours early.
You
But
have to be in Atlanta, trust me.
But if you're
better
going out of the nation, out of
The
going
country.
abroad, 3 hours early to the airport just to be sure you get on board and everything.
Wow, that's a new one.
3 hours.
Wow.
The top destinations in the United States are Orlando, New York, and Las Vegas.
Orlando, New York, and Las Vegas. Okay.
We mentioned a while ago, elope. I said fled the wedge, and it was elope.
Yeah.
Carol and I eloped on the 10th day of May, 1953. 19 days later, Sir Edmund Hillary topped Mount Everest for the first time, and his guide was Tenzing Norgay of Nepal. Those are the people that take you up to the top. They're Sherpas, is what you call them, Sherpa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they reached the summit for the first time. So far this year, and today is the 31st day of May, 11 people have died trying to reach the top of Mount Everest.
Oh my gosh.
They recorded one man's last words on television this week. When I was reading about this fact, there's crowds of people wanting to go to the top of Mount Everest, and I think they're getting in each other's way.
Oh.
But the extreme temperatures and the ice and everything, those are the factors that get the human body. And you can only stay at the top just for a few seconds because here comes somebody else behind you, But anyway, why do people try to get to the pinnacle of Mount Everest?
I don't know.
Because it's there. That's pure
Yeah.
Albertology. Because it's there.
What was his last words? You remember?
He was just talking about how You can tell by his breathing. I'm not going to breathe much more.
Oh, really?
Bless his heart.
Was people around him?
Well, I'm sure he had his guide. You can't go up there without a guide. And the Nepalese people are thinking about addressing this and limiting it to people that have experience, maybe giving them an endurance test to see before you go up there if you can make it.
I think they might need to start doing that.
Well, that's what I read in the paper this week.
Yeah.
Okay, I told you once, I don't remember how many years ago it's been, but I said the only thing visible in outer space that they could identify was the Great Barrier Reef.
Yes.
Remember that? There are 3,000 species of mollusks on the Great Barrier Reef shell.
Okay.
There are 1,600 species of fish. There is 1,600 miles of barrier reef. It stretches 1,600 miles. That's the reason it's visible from outer space.
Yeah, no wonder.
There are 600 types of coral identified on the Great Barrier Reef. There are 500 species of worms. That's one reason the Barrier Reef is so popular, is the food supply.
Okay, yeah.
There are 133 species of sharks
I believe
and
it.
manta rays.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. 133 species, you better believe it.
That's a lot.
You know that the orca is not really a shark, it's a dolphin.
Yes, I did know that. The killer whale.
There are 100 species of jellyfish. 100 species.
Wouldn't have thought that.
Have you ever seen a jellyfish when you're out swimming in the ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
You don't want to.
You want to run the other way.
There are 30 species of whales and dolphins gathered around the Great Barrier Reef. Of course, you got 1,600 miles.
Yeah, true.
And there are 14 species of sea snakes.
Really?
You want to go to that?
Wow. Don't think about sea snakes, do you?
No, you don't.
I never think about, I'm going to see a snake in the ocean. You never think about that. Nobody does.
Cars. The most dangerous cars in the United States.
Wow.
Number one is the Mitsubishi Mirage. For every billion miles that they log, there are 10.2 fatalities.
Gosh.
It's the most dangerous car in the United States. Second is the Chevrolet Corvette. That's easily traceable because it goes fast.
I know.
But it wouldn't go so fast if the footmen aren't so heavy.
That's right.
But it has 9.8 fatalities on a billion-mile vehicle. Well, you wouldn't have that many on one. The Honda FIT, I never heard of that one. They have 7.7 fatalities. Kia comes in there with 7.4 fatalities. And then the Chevrolet Spark. That must be one of their combats, Chevrolet Spark.
Must be.
But anyway, in addition to the cars and the danger of the cars, our next door neighbor's son came up to the house the other day, and I heard him coming. He has a scooter that has a motor.
Oh, really?
And he zips everywhere he goes. If I were a kid, I'd give him my right arm to have one of them.
I bet.
Man, but when he just slipped up on me, there he was.
Rolly and Cindy's boy, yeah.
Braxton.
Braxton, yeah.
And I said, Braxton, I got him by the arm. I said, Braxton, son, if you ever see me out in this yard on a mower, don't you ever come close to me. Because I can't hear you with the mower going. So it's very dangerous. Well, in the paper this week, some communities are having to deal with the motorized scooters and their speed that they're capable of attaining.
Yeah.
One man's already been killed on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just don't compensate seeing a man on a scooter or a kid on a scooter going as fast as they go.
No.
So evidently they're going to have to get somewhere for them to perform, somewhere for them to do
Might
their
have to
thing.
slow them down a little bit.
Well, something's got to
How
give.
fast do they go?
I don't know how fast they go. I really don't.
Must be going a little too fast
Well, I think they're going too fast. Okay.
to kill somebody. For a man to get killed on one.
Memorial Day weekend, last weekend, and I'm going to give you a list of some of the most popular movies that have been made about wars. One thing that impresses me, the Boy Scouts usually take little flags and put a flag on every veteran's grave.
I like that.
Yeah, I love that. Well, the Vietnam War was the most unpopular war we were ever involved in.
Yeah.
And it was almost as if it was not recognized as a war. But by the same token, the men that served in that war, that had to fight in that war, 58,720 of them died. And so over here on this Bledsoe County Veterans Park, some of those names there represent a person that died in the Vietnam conflict. I think it was called a conflict instead of a war. But people go cross over the line and call it Vietnam.
Oh yeah, it's definitely known as the Vietnam War.
But the man that wrote this article in the paper said there's more to Memorial Day than just buying stuff. We need to remember those people that gave their lives.
Yeah, because that's really what that day's about.
That's what that day's about.
Yeah.
Here's some of the movies that have to do with war.
Okay.
The Longest Day was in 1962. It had John Wayne, Robert Wagner, Peter Lawford, and Henry Fonda.
Legendary crew.
It was about the D-Day landing at Normandy Beach in World War II.
Really?
And on the front page of the paper today, there is a veteran in Britain who's still alive, and of course there are still some people alive, but he says there's still sadness whenever you think about D-Day.
I'm sure.
How many people lost their lives? We used to see it on television. It just tear you up. Then, of course, you had the MASH series that started in 1970.
That was a long-running series, too.
But it was about the Korean conflict.
Okay.
See, The Longest Day was the World War II, and MASH was about the Korean conflict. Platoon hit in 1986. It was about the Vietnam War.
Okay.
And Charlie Sheen starred in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Glory came in 89, and Denzel Washington won an Oscar. And Morgan Freeman was also in this one. And this was during the Civil War. These were men that were on the Union side, and it shows Morgan Freeman there.
Yeah.
And then in 1996, Courage Under Fire, Meg Ryan came on the scene, and this was from Operation Desert Storm.
Okay.
Jeff LaQuire was in that.
Yeah. That was from the early 90s
Yeah.
with Iraq.
All right. And then Saving Private Ryan came in 1998. That again was about World War II.
Saw that, yeah.
You didn't. That's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And then Flags of Our Fathers came out in 06. Clint Eastwood directed it, and it was about the Battle of Iwo Jima. That also was in World War II.
Okay.
The raising of the flag on Iwo Jima, when that occurred, and of course that has been memorialized in that those 6 soldiers that were raising that flag. There's an emblem of it everywhere you look, And I have studied the lives of those 6 men and what happened to them. And there was a song written about one of them, the whiskey drinking Ira Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
He was an Indian. He was one of the 6 that raised the flag on Iwo Jima.
Johnny Cash singing
Yeah,
Drunken
yeah.
Ira Hayes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to read, but Mac Brown told me before he died, one day we were talking, and he said the second wave that went up Mount Surabaki to the top, where the flag had been planted with the first wave, he said his uncle, Norman Brown, was in the second wave.
No, really?
He was that close to the first wave going up.
Wow.
Ask Marilyn. Then we'll get into
That's Maryland.
we'll get into some stories, jokes.
There you go.
This question from Andre Price says, I've heard that the air is cleaner after it rains. Is it
That's
true?
probably true.
It is. She says,
Yeah.
particles such as dust, smoke, and soot all are carried to the ground with the drops of rain.
Okay.
Now, in general, rain is great for improving air quality. Plus, when those droplets hit the ground during a gentle rain, the organic scents from plants and other earthly sources are released, adding a fresh, clean aroma to the air. So rain is good for us
Yeah.
in more ways than one.
Yeah. As
All
long as
right.
it don't rain every day. That's when I don't like it.
Well, it's kind of rough.
We go from one extreme to another sometimes, don't we?
All right, now here we have Shakespeare's foreign phrases before getting into the jokes.
Okay, Shakespeare.
The world is my oyster.
I've heard that one.
I've heard that.
Don't know what it means, but I've heard it.
Well, to find an oyster in a shell, that's valuable.
Okay.
So he's saying, I've got the world by the tail. The world is my oyster.
Okay. Okay.
He had a mind that was very sharp, very sharp.
Yeah, he did.
Vanish into thin air.
I've heard that one.
Break the ice.
Yeah, that one too.
For goodness sake.
Heard all of these.
Make your hair stand on end.
He said that too.
This is so interesting reading him now.
I know.
That I know all the things about him that I've learned at school.
Yeah.
Those 38 plays, I had to study all those in school.
Really?
Romeo and Juliet,
That's a big one. That might be his most famous.
I'd say probably, in my mind it would be.
But he's got so many.
Okay, let's do some jokes now.
Some jokes, all right. Let's hear it.
From Reader's Digest, in my lifetime, I'd like to eat more shrimp and bacon.
Shoot, yeah. I'm down for that.
You know, I love shrimp. Oh, I love shrimp.
I do too.
The first time Carolyn cooked a meal for me, it was fried shrimp.
Really?
When we were dating, one Friday night after she got off work, she said, I'll cook supper for you tonight. I said, really?
Yeah.
She said, yeah. And I had never tasted shrimp before. Here I am.
Really?
I was 17 years old. And I still
Grandma
like
must have never made shrimp.
No, and so, but to this day, I still love shrimp.
I do too. I'll eat some for you in Biloxi.
Oh, thank you. In my lifetime, I'd like to hold each of my loved ones' hands and look them in the eye and tell them that I love them dearly and that my life is so much better with them in it. That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's not a joke, but yes.
Well, these are just sayings. In my lifetime, I'd like to live by the sea.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, I'd like to milk
love
a
to do
cow
that.
by hand. I bet you've never milked a cow.
Yeah, when I was a kid, and
You did?
it's exciting when you're a kid, though. But it wouldn't be exciting
I remember
now.
I had to.
Yeah, it wouldn't be exciting now.
The thing about having to milk a cow, it was early in the morning. We'd have to get up and go too daggum early.
No, yeah, it's not
A military
something people have
lab.
fun doing.
A military lab has developed a pizza that boasts a shelf life of 3 years without being frozen. 3 years. And now the Week has asked its readers, a magazine, to name this durable dish that doesn't have to be refrigerated or doesn't have to be frozen for 3 years. So here's what the names they came up with for this pizza. Semper Pie. Marines say Semper Fi.
Oh, okay.
Jesus had the Last Supper. They're saying the lasting supper. Indestructible, indestructible.
So these are all humor in uniform, it's saying. Okay.
Defridge, no. Old Lang Slice instead of Old Lang Syne.
Okay.
Eternal Peace instead of Peace, P-E-A-C, P-I-E-C. And Grandpa John's Pizza.
Grandpa John's Pizza.
Okay, I can't picture pizza 3 years.
No.
The flight attendant on our trip was handing out plastic pilot wings to some kids. As I stepped forward, she jokingly offered me one, but I passed, pointing to the airborne wings on my Army uniform. I explained, the last time someone gave me wings, I had to jump out of an airplane. Don't want to do that again.
Shoot, no.
The National Institutes of Health spent $325,525 on a University of California, Berkeley project that proved what any husband would have told the government for free. The happiest marriages are ones in which the wives calm down quickly during fight. I try to tell the girls at school, if you want to have a happy marriage, you get into a fight with your husband, get into a fuss, get into an argument, give in.
Yeah, there you go.
I said, the wife needs to do that. You need to learn that.
That's right.
Because I'm a man, I'm telling you. Okay. I don't want to do that. It's not funny. Okay. The attorney said, what did the doctor tell you was the condition of the body when he performed the autopsy? He described it as dead.
Oh, heck.
Were you involved in a romantic relationship with her? These are questions about law and
about what?
Courtrooms and things like that.
Oh, yeah, we need to say that so they'll know.
Well, I just now realized that.
These are people in court.
Okay.
These are jokes, though.
Were you involved in a romantic relationship with her? I ain't involved in no romantic relationship with her. I'm married to her. Oh, mercy.
That's funny.
The defendant said that prior to the offense, he had hoped to become a physician. But he believes that with a felony conviction, he will be precluded from achieving that goal. So now he's just considering becoming a lawyer. Okay, there's a name for that. Knowing that a bunch of birds is called a flock is easy. Here are some unexpected names for animal groups.
This is not a joke,
This is not a joke, but this is education. A battery of barracudas. They're called a battery.
Wow.
Oh, a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Alligators is a congregation.
Never would have thought that.
Cheetahs is a coalition.
Coalition of cheetahs.
Eels, a congress of eels.
Congress.
Elephants,
Congress of eels.
a memory of elephants. They've always said an elephant has an excellent memory.
They do say that.
Goldfish is a troubling goldfish.
Don't
Troubling.
get that one.
Hyenas, a cackle.
Oh, because of their laugh.
And geese, if you see a group of geese flying overhead, they are a gaggle.
A gaggle of geese.
A gaggle of geese. Marguerite Chisholm, Mr. Chisholm's wife told me that.
I've never heard any of those.
was playing disc golf when I threw the disc into some underbrush. I told my friend we should make a device that could find the disc, grab it, and bring it back to you. And that's how I invented the dog.
They're good for that. They're good for that.
So what's that brush for? The new hire asked. It's used to clean toilet bowls in the lobby, said the manager. Actually, it's for scrubbing deep fryers, said the second manager. Well, I've been cleaning toilets with it, said the first manager. I'm putting in for a new brush. Second manager. Oh, there's a lot of different. Wow.
That's not good at all.
No. I'll give you one more of these and then I'll do something else.
Okay.
At the supermarket checkout, the cashier was having trouble finding the price for my cucumber. Maybe the list is alphabetical, I offered. So he started searching from the bottom of the list. Q. I don't think I'll ever find it, do you?
I don't think you will either.
Today, my 808 area code phone number has yet again been mistaken for a 1-800 number. I've been getting phone calls at 3 in the morning from people in the East Coast trying to return their shoes. Even worse, they end up wanting to speak to my supervisor because I don't sound professional. Let him speak to a supervisor. Okay.
That's pretty good right there.
We was talking about milking the cow a while ago.
Yes. Got a joke about it.
A farmer was milking his cow, and he was just getting started to get a good rhythm when a bug flew into the barn and started circling the head of the cow he was milking. And suddenly the bug flew into the cow's ear. The farmer didn't think much about it until the bug squirted out into the bucket. It went in one ear and out the other.
It sure did.
A woman walks in to a store to return a pair of eyeglasses that she had purchased for her husband a week before.
All right.
What seems to be the problem, madam? I'm returning these glasses I bought for my husband. He's still not seeing things my way. I don't believe he ever will.
Don't think the glasses will work for that.
A guy walks into a bar and orders a martini. After martini, each time removing the olives and placing them in a jar. When the jar is filled with olives and all the drinks consumed, the guy starts to leave. The fellow customer that watched him do all this drinking and putting the olives in the jar, he said, "Excuse me, because I was puzzled over what you did. What was that all about?"
Yeah.
"Nothing. My wife just told me to go get a jar of olives." So I went to get a jar of olives. Took me to the wife.
Got hammered in the process.
Earl and Bubba are quietly sitting in a boat, fishing, chewing tobacco, and drinking beer. When suddenly Bubba says, "Think I'm gonna divorce the wife. She ain't spoke to me in over 2 weeks." Earl spits overboard, takes a long, slow sip of beer, and then he says, "Better think it over. Women like that ain't very hard."
That's right. One more.
A brave soldier.
A brave soldier. Okay.
General McKenzie was in charge of the Navy.
No, wait a minute. Is this a joke?
It's a joke.
Okay, I want to make sure. Okay.
General McKenzie was in charge of the Navy, and he was visiting his colleague, General Marshall, who was in charge of the Army. McKenzie arrived at the military camp and was greeted by Marshall. Marshall is the Army, McKenzie is the Navy.
Okay.
They both walk around the place, and McKenzie asked, "So how are your men?" "Very well trained, General McKenzie." "I hope so. You see, my men over at the Navy are so well trained, I would say they're the bravest men in the military." "Well, my men are very brave too," said Marshall, the Army man.
Yeah.
"I'd like to see that." So Marshall called a private over and said, "Private Johnson, see that tank coming? I want you to stop it with your body." Private Johnson said, "Are you crazy? It'd kill me, you idiot. I'm out of here." He turned and ran away. So Marshall, who's over the Army, and that's his private that did that, turned to McKenzie, who's bewildered at what all he said, called him an idiot and ran away. And he said, "You see, you have to be pretty brave to talk like that to a general."
I like that one. That was a good one.
He did not know what that private was going to say, but he worked his way out of it, didn't he?
He sure did. Well, thanks for listening to us today on WUAT, and thanks for watching on Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. And we will be back next week for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. So long, folks.
See you, folks.